child, I've been a great follower of the Tour de France, which goes through France, Belgium, and some of the other countries. And today, here at a very famous place, you know, the reason why it's famous is because right in front of me is Cafe Good Luck, where during our Doordarshan coverages, I would come along with my friends, producers, cameramen to have a wonderful cuisine. But that's a different story. Out here today, it's historic, absolutely historic, because we're looking at the first ever Pune Grand Tour 2026. And I know this is just the start of big things to happen. So much for my introduction. I've got someone who's going to talk much more, and that's Maninder Pal Singh. He comes from a city which I love, again, for my cuisine, and that's the capital of India, Delhi. He is the event director. And tell me, Maninder, you've got a smile on your face,
Yes.
but I'm sure it must be weeks and months of preparation.
Of course, when we went out to UCI, the international body, we knew it's not going to be easy. India traditionally has not been a cycling nation. Getting an event of this stature, of this class, which is UCI Stage 2.2, was not easy. We went to the UCI. We knew it's going to be a little tough. We spoke to the management committee. We did some lobbying, and within the period of that we were there in Rwanda for the UCI Congress, uh, it was a learning experience for us how to get this event on the track, on the road. We did it. We brought this to India. Of course, we are. I won't lie. We are a little. We've got goosebumps. We've got butterflies in our stomach. But I think you rightly said this is history in making. So when you know there's going to be history made here, so that gives us that extra part to just move on and to just make sure this event turns out to be the way we have planned it.
Well, it will turn out surely the way they have planned it. Why Pune? It could have been any other metropolis. Is it because this city, and I've grown up also in this city along with Mumbai, is it also because the number of cycles that you see from the 1950s and the 60s,
Yes.
and even today, the cycles are predominant?
So if you go back in history, you know that Pune was known as the bicycle capital of the country. I think probably with the modernization coming in, the industrialization, the corporatization, the whole charm of cycling got lost somewhere. It was only apt that we start off from the bicycle capital of the country. Must compliment the government of Maharashtra, the Pune administration. I think when they came up to us and they said that this is something that we want to do, like I said, the first thought that came to mind was how we gonna how are we gonna do that in such a short time? This whole process started just about 6 months back. So there was a gentleman from Belgium who's come along with his team. So he told me that they have done hundreds of stage races in the world, and it normally takes 5-6 years of preparation to reach where you have already started. So I think Pune as a city, the people of Pune, I think they were behind us. Every step that we took in Pune, we had the support of the people, the Pune administration, just about anybody and everybody who was connected with this event really gave us that strength, that extra bit of strength to just go forward and make this event what it is today.
What has gone behind the preparation from an event director's perspective? I can see hundreds of volunteers out here
Yes.
to get them together on one platform, educate them, train them, because unlike the New York Marathon or the London or the Boston marathons, where you have dedicated people for decades together, these are young boys perhaps doing it for the first time. Easy, tough, handled it well.
I think all three of them. It was easy at times, it was tough at times, but I think you rightly said this is the first time, not just for them, for us as well. That is the reason we got a lot of foreigners, somebody who has been part of an event of this scale. We got them as well to train our people, The whole idea is that the first year, we rather than concentrating on the exhibition of the event, which we are pretty sure we're going to turn this into one of the finest executed race in Asia at least. But the main idea is to train our people, train the volunteers, train the people who are involved with the technical conduct of the game for next year. Uh, Indians, we are very smart. We are the smartest people on earth, so there is nothing that can stop us. Next year onwards, you will see much more professionalism. Of course, there is no dearth of professionalism here. If you see the conduct of the volunteers, the police, the medical services, just the support staff, just everything is just falling in place. We just pray to the Almighty that we get this event delivered the way we have projected. Cycling is something which the sport goes out to the people.
That's right.
You don't need a ticket to be here. You don't need to stand in queues to be here. This is your city. This is your roads. This is your pathways. These are your places. You just stand where you are and watch the best in the world. So I think that gives a huge benefit. You can, I think, telecasting it to 90 countries is what is going to be a game changer. When people see that what India is capable of, what cycling has done to the country and what the country has done for cycling is going to boost the tourism of not just India, but Pune in particular. You rightly said the places, even when we did the Recce for the first time, we were astonished. We were blown away with the history that Pune in a city and Pune as a district holds. The the cultural history, the architectural history. It's absolutely, I think, probably one of the most hidden gems of the country, if I would say. And this event is going to bring that all up.
Well, we are here at the Dutch camp. Their team, you're taking part here in the opening day over 5 days. And Holland, of course, or the Netherlands, as they are called, have been extremely good at various sports: football, hockey, swimming. They also had a cricket team at one point of time, I remember. And of course, Indian tourists go to Amsterdam and some of the other cities. Chocolates are very famous in Belgium and the Netherlands. We got with us Rick, who's taking part here. He's a member of the team out here. Rick, what's been your preparation for this competition?
Yeah, I live in South Korea in Seoul, so it's been freezing. It's been minus 50, minus 10. So I've done a lot of training inside, actually, on the home trainer. Tried to do as much as I could and not gain too many kilos over Christmas. And I think I succeeded, and I'm happy to be here in Pune.
Well, I can just imagine. He's got a waistline of just 18 inches, and he still says he needs to not put on weight out here. You mentioned about training. What is it that you do to keep yourself very fit as a cyclist?
Just spending as much hours as I can on the bike, and watch your sleep. Be careful about your food. So basically, dedicate yourself to the sport as much as you can. Not just on the bike, but also off the bike.
You know, I mentioned about the Netherlands being good in various sports. Football, you go back to the three, Ruud Gullit and Marco van Basten, some wonderful clubs in Holland. Hockey and swimming. I remember Inge de Bruin and Hogan Band, the two swimmers who made waves. What is it in the Dutch country, Netherlands or Holland, that makes you all such good sports persons?
My parents always told me it's because we drink a lot of cow milk as kids, so we grow very strong and quickly. So just like India, we have a big dairy industry, which boosts our strength, I suppose. And aside from that, from a young age in schools, sports is very much promoted. And with cycling specifically, we have more bicycles than people. From a young age, we cycle to school, we cycle everywhere, through the wind, through the cold. So sports is not just something you do professionally, but it's part of everyday life. And I think that's something we should spread to the rest of the world as a positive characteristic of the Netherlands.
Preparations for this 5-day event, your entire team?
Preparations have gone very well. And for me, it's a special race because I've lived in Delhi for 2 years as a diplomat for the Dutch government. So it's a very special feeling to do this big race now in Pune, where I traveled frequently for work as well back then.
Well, I'm going to end without keeping him with us because he's got to go out there in a short while. But there are two things for you viewers on television would like to know. First, he said, let cycling not be only a profession. It needs to be a part of our daily life. And Pune is one city which is known as the bicycle city of India. And the second he mentioned is he's been a fine ambassador of his country for 2 years. And I'm sure he'll be continue to be a fine ambassador of his country through the sports medium in times to come. Rick, please convey our gratitude and good wishes to your entire team.
Dhanyavad.
Well, there you are. He ends up. I'm also going to say Dhanyavad to him. Well, he comes from a wonderful city called Sangli. You get this is a telecast on the national channel. So the reason I'm saying this is because Sangli is famous for a couple of things. One of them is a product called Bhadang, which goes to the length and breadth not only of this country but throughout the world. But we got someone who's going to not talk of Bhadang. He's going to talk of this event, and he's going to talk of the arrangements that the wonderful city police do in every part of the country. Mr. Manoj Patil is the Joint Commissioner of Police out here, a pride IPS as we all know them to be. Mr. Patil, a few, you got dark black hair, but with all these events, do you sometimes get worried? मेरे बाल थोड़े सफेद हो जाएंगे?
No, no, no. Nothing of this sort happens. Actually, this is a challenge for us. This type of event is the first event in Pune where cyclists will be traveling for around 500 kilometers in Pune district. For Pune, it is roughly around 120 kilometers. So a lot of work has gone behind this, a lot of planning. See, these are the roads on which vehicles move. And on the same road today, the cycle race is going to happen. So we are trying to minimize the impact of these events on daily public life. But we also want people to come and watch this event. So we have made enough arrangement for people to come, park their vehicles in the buffer zone and come on the road and watch this event. It's a fantastic event.
Let me assure you, if you're watching this telecast, that a lot of people say, "Raste band kiye the." You go to New York, you go to London, you go to Boston, you go to Berlin for the marathon, they close the roads. And as Mr. Patil rightly said, this marathon is basically not only for the cyclists, not for the organizers, but the entire city where it's organized. To get the various officials together, various organizations together, the organizers, the event managers, the city corporation, the bureaucracy and the police, how easy or difficult?
See, it starts from the Chief Minister.
Exactly.
Chief Minister, the Deputy CM, all administrative heads of Pune. So, see, on roads, even the MSEB, which is the electricity department, they have participated. Drainage, roads, and lot of departments. So, we all are working together for at least last 3 months. We have meticulously planned all the roads, all the operations, and we have made it sure that this in itself will be a truly world-class event.
Why, a lot of people, and I want this at every event that I do, I ask this question from a positive point of view. A lot of people have a fear. The moment they see a uniform, they say, "Mujhe dar lag raha hai." I want you to tell the people out here that an event of this magnitude is for them. And you, as I've been talking to your officers and them, I find them so polite, so humble, helpful. Why is it at the end of the day, or how is it at the end of the day you keep your cool?
See, our Commissioner of Police, Amitesh Kumar sir, he insists one thing, that police need to have soft skills. So for all traffic policemen, we have already taught them soft skills. Soft skill of a standard, because they are the skills which actually make the job easy also. And at the same time, the old image of police, where police has to be harsher, he has to talk less, that is going behind. I think all policemen are charged. They will help people. They are guiding people how to come, how to watch this event, where they can stand, how they can cheer. We are with the people. And for past couple of months, we have been interacting with different agencies about making this a truly Pune. The people are the core of this. They have to come out to watch this. They have to enjoy this. They have to own this. I think Punekars are owning this. It is obviously Pune was a cycling city. It was a cyclist city. So I think a lot of encouragement is coming from people.
We are under 2 minutes here for the start of a historic event. Pune is bustling with joyous fervor. The Pune Grand Tour is said to be the largest UCI 2.2 level cycling globally, with 168 riders from 29 teams, 35 nations. And the first of the riders, and what a joy it will be, because it will be an Indian, Sachin Desai, 26 years old. He's going to be the first of them to be flagged off out here in the time trial. A historic moment. Such a high level of participation has never been witnessed before on a global scale. And typically UCI 2.2 races have about 125 riders. Remember, I'm talking about 168 out here. And that's the first of them out here. It's going to be Sachin Desai. He is a bib number on number 272, representing the Indian team IDT. The previous record for participation worldwide was 144. Mr. Amitesh Kumar, the police commissioner, Pune, will flag off the first rider. A historic moment for Pune and India. And the event, as history will be noted, the first 2.2. There he sets off now. The stage ever held in India, representing a major achievement for Indian cycling. 13:30 hours or 1:30 p.m. on a wonderful Monday afternoon. It's slightly warm, and the second of them is going to be the experienced 39-year-old Joren of the Netherlands, Holland, the Dutch country which is known for its sport, swimming, football, and cycling is one of them. Hockey, how can you forget them? The race, 35 countries, featuring multiple squads from the Netherlands and Australia, as well as teams from the France, UK, Spain, Belgium, Germany, Bulgaria. And the Indian team into two spots, the main Indian team, and then along with them are the development team. This is the first of the events, which is over 8 kilometers, the prologue, which will decide who takes the pole position tomorrow. And then we have stage 1 tomorrow, which is going to be the Mulsi to Marvel Miles, 91.8. And this is the third of them. Divorce Aaron, 21 years old. He's an Australian under the NVL team. He's 22 years old. So we got a blend of youth and experience here at the start of this Pune Grand Tour, the first ever and the largest ever UCI 2.2 level cycling race globally. Well, the individual time trial is a road bicycle race in which the cyclists are alone against the clock. In French, it's called contre la montre, literally against the watch in Italian. Tapa, a chronometro, or the stopwatch stage. And there are also track-based time trials where riders compete in velodromes and time trials. But this is, of course, a road race, a time trial. 168 are setting out on this 8-kilometer journey. Just behind me are some historical landmarks. Cafe Good Luck, where everyone who comes to Pune has to have their cuisine, the famous biryani, and of course the keema pav and the brun maska, which Pune and Cafe Good Luck is famous for. Down the road is the Lakdi Pool, the Deccan Gymkhana, and the famous Ferguson College Road, where they're now setting off. We're now going to have the fourth of the cyclists, and that's going to be Newell Isaac Sutter, 20 years old. He represents the RAU team from Australia. You know, we've been talking to the event managers, we've been talking to the city police, but one organization to whom we owe a lot is because they have such a huge role to play, and that's the municipal corporation, the collectorate, as we call them, and we got the collector of Pune out here with us, Mr. Jitendra Dudi. Tell me, sir, 19th of Jan 2026 will be a red letter day before I come to the preparation.
It's very moment for Pune. Please clear the track and go behind the barricade a new chapter immediately. In Pune's history, in the sense that we are starting a race which is going to last for hundreds of years to come.
सर्वांना विनंती आहे की
And
track
it will
clear
grow
करून
in size every year.
बॅरिकेडच्या मागे
We are not
फुटपाथ
only
उभे राहावं.
to create a sporting culture,
सर्व प्रेक्षक
but along with that, we are also trying to
officials सोडून बाकी सर्वांनी
bring all the
बॅरिकेडच्या
government
मागे
departments together to
फुटपाथवर
deliver
उभं राहावं.
world-class infrastructure in shortest possible time. For this race, we have delivered 437 kilometer roads within a span of 90 days. It's a humongous task because generally it takes 3 years to do it. By doing this, we are also positioning Pune as a tourism hub. This race is going to be live in 90 countries across various platforms. People will be seeing not only the race, but they will be seeing the panoramic, the geographic beauty that Pune possesses. And that will position perfectly. That will position Pune perfectly in the sense that it's a beautiful, very diverse district where there is a huge potential of tourism as well. So in the coming years, we'll see a huge number of people coming to Pune, not only to see the race, but also to see the Sahyadri, the history of Pune that we possess. So it's a landmark day that we are starting today, because every year we are going to have this race, and every year it is going to become bigger and bigger. And very soon, in next 3-4 years only, we are going to hold a World Series as well.
You know, there are people who come to Pune but have never been to Sinhagad. They have never been to Purandar Fort. They have not been to, let's say, Mulshi out here. And there are so many other places. You know, you have the National Defense Academy, you have the College of Military Engineering. I can take a whole program to talk about the history and the geography. You just made a mention about the legacy of this state and the city in particular. And one important factor I'd like you to take through, the bicycle city of the country.
So, see, if you see our routes, they have been selected in such a way that they cover all these points that you have just mentioned. So, when the race is going to pass through these routes, these places are going to be shown live to the world. And those commentators who are sitting on TV, they are going to tell about those things. So, we are just not showing the race, we are also showing our history, our geographic beauty, our western arts. We are telling the world that what we possess. You are rightly said. There are many people in Pune itself who don't know about Sahyadri, who don't know about Pona Lake, who don't know about Bhargat Lake, which is so beautiful. It's a very big, very good, very good backwater. So by this race, not only Pune, but the entire world will get to know. And that is the objective that we want to achieve via this race. Let's bring us some big product in Pune, which can not only deliver world-class sport, but they can deliver tourism as well, infrastructure as well, healthy lifestyle as well, a new culture where people are using cycle more and more. And we can create an infrastructure where people can ride cycle without any fear of accident or anything. So we have multiple objectives, multiple visions, and today we are starting this with a very big, giant leap of faith.
So we started at 1:30 in the afternoon, and we are now been going on for 1 hour and 10 minutes with a steady stream of the cyclists out here now on view at the finishing side, which is at the Deccan Gymkhana. The provisional results as of now, with just about 60 odd riders who have completed the finish of the time trial. Miguel of Cyprus 7 minutes 58 seconds, and Andreas of Andorra 8 minutes and 09 seconds. So that's the position here after an hour and 10 minutes of activity at the Deccan Gymkhana. Historic place once again. The famous Pune Coffee House just behind us. This is the famous Jangli Maharaj Road. Remember the Sambhaji Park, the Gandharva Theatre, the Bal Gandharva Theatre at the far end. And then down the road you have Lakdi Pool. You got the Deccan Bus Depot. Remember at a time when there were no private cars out here. This was the bus depot which I took a bus from when I was a young boy. So the Jangli Maharaj Road, the Sambhaji Park, the Bal Gandharva, and then down modern school and modern college. Well, you can go on, and on the right side is the historic Deccan Gymkhana. and next to that is the PYC where Professor D.B. Devdar used to live. So we are now, as I said, an hour and 10 minutes, 7 minutes 58 seconds, Miguel of Cyprus, and 8 minutes 09 is Andreas Avendora. These are the provisional results as yet one more of the cyclists comes into view at the finishing line. We've got a long way to go, and we will, of course, come back with some more of the action. It took my producer virtually about 10 minutes to get him out from where he was sitting with the team. The answer was obvious that he's like so many others here at the venue, the start on the 19th, busy with the various formalities. It's not the finishing line which he is only responsible for, he's got much more. And he comes from a city which I love, the rasgullas, the puchkas, the Chinese cuisine at Tangra, so on and so forth, and the Fort William, where I've been privileged to stay.
Yes.
Pinaki Baisak is the technical director. You know, I can see the smile on your face. Where did the smile come from with so much of running around over the last few weeks and months?
Because I've been working on this race. I'm shaping this race since last 6 months. I did a lot of work with my team. Now today is the examinations for me. And the beginning started well, and that is why the smile came in my face.
Well, you know, 6 months away from the family, I'm sure his family must have virtually disowned him. But the family also takes pride in what he's doing, and for him and the team, it's great passion. Tell us, for viewers of Doordarshan, DD Sports, what is the role of a technical director?
The main role of a technical director, at least for this race, this is a 2.2 race. My job is to frame this race, to plan this race, how it will go, who will work, who will be the participants for this race. Almost 0 to 100, all the points I have to take care, I have to design, I have to invite the teams from around the corner of the world. So there are some protocols, like I cannot invite everybody. So I have to be very vigilant about selection of the riders. It took about 4 months to invite all these 176 riders in Pune.
And a bit of a soft corner when it came to the Indian riders, or at the end of the day, you are responsible for the world community of cyclists?
Right, your questions, but you know, as a technical director, as a commissioner, we call ourselves commissioner, we see only the numbers, not the face. So whoever is in my protocol, in my system of list, they are most welcome.